Good evening, everybody. Bonsoir. Welcome. This is Keeping It Real in Real Estate. My name is Ray Hesbrooks. This is our pilot episode, so everybody please bear with us. Who the hell knows where the hell we're going to end up with this. And first things, tonight's topic is mortgage. We're going to learn everything about banking and financing. But before we get into that, here's the important stuff. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Happy Cinco de Mayo. Yeah.
Happy Cinco de Mayo. I spilled a little, Aim.
Oh, well. Lick it up. Lick it up.
Okay, everybody out there, I'm hoping, happy Cinco de Mayo to you. I'm hoping that you are enjoying your libations wherever you are. If you have questions, comments, or concerns, please post them into the chat box. Matt Collins, are you with us? Matt's not with us. Shannon, let me know when Matt's with us. So we'll set the stage here. We are on the patio of the HB office. We have Shannon Mitchell live streaming on Facebook. If you hear me yell Gen Z, that's who I'm talking about. Gen Z, Shannon Mitchell. We have Jeff R. recording everything for our YouTube channel content. Thank you, Jeff R. We have a live studio audience filled with HB. Can we get a little more energy here? What are we talking about? And without further ado, let's get right into mortgage with our first guest. I'm so excited, my friend, the president, CEO of Alden Credit Union, Alden Corcoran.
Alden. Adam.
Adam Corcoran.
So much of a friend. So much of a friend.
Alden Credit Union.
My friend.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. I thought I was being invited to a barbecue.
Well, here we go.
Here we go.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, this is the Keeping It Real people in live. We have huge opportunity here. We need, obviously, can somebody please put on deed? We need to hire that person that holds up the sign that says applause.
Okay, applause.
Okay. So when I introduce Adam again from Alden,
Yes.
please, we should have an applause from the live
Standing
studio
ovation.
on
Right,
something.
right.
We
Deserve something,
work
right?
with us, people. That's your job. You have one job. Okay. Energy. Got it?
Let's do this again.
My friend Adam Corcoran, president and CEO of Alden Credit Union. Much better.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you, and thank you for being here.
Excited. And congratulations on the new real estate
Thank
firm.
you. We're
been a long time coming.
A long time coming. We're growing rapidly.
great, yeah.
We are bringing agents on all the time. We have a brand new one standing in here. He's a little camera shy, but we got a brand new one.
We all are.
From
time to time.
Not all of you.
So tell us a little.
Hey, no dirty thoughts.
Mortgage. Tell us about yourself and Alden Credit Union.
So once again, it's Adam Corcoran, President and CEO of Alden. I've been at Alden now, at the end of this month, will be 11 years.
Wow, you've
Which
been there
is,
that long.
yes, 11 years. Yes, it's crazy. Seems like just yesterday when I was looking at houses with Karen Kirby, one of your
Yes.
premier agents and
Premier
owners. I don't
and
know,
partner, yes.
partner is the
KK,
correct term. And oh, she's already read over there because she knows what's coming next.
Yeah.
Right?
I know that's not yet.
Not yet.
It's not.
Okay, it's too early. Okay,
Just let her
we'll skip
finish
that.
her margarita.
We'll skip that.
Let
We'll
her
come back
finish her
to it.
margarita.
Anyway, so I've been here for now almost 11 years, and I wouldn't have changed it with anything. I've got great members, I've got a phenomenal staff, and I've got a great board that I get to work with, and they let me run the business and do my thing, and hopefully help people's lives, help them better in their life. So I'm glad to be here and glad to be at Alden.
Awesome. How many members does Alden have?
About 16,000.
16,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you guys just opened another branch over in Belchertown, right?
It's more of a headquarters in Belchertown. We purchased a 16,000 square foot building a couple of years ago. With the pandemic that arrived, some of the hours kind of changed, but it's back in full swing now, and it's a phenomenal place. It's right on State Street on 202.
Yeah, it's great exposure.
It's a great building, and really the building's for our legacy.
Okay.
For Alden's legacy. We knew right away it wasn't going to be, just flick the switch and things would happen right away. But we knew that that building down the road, it's such a growing area and a phenomenal location that the board, was really excited about purchasing and committed to the area. So
Yeah, it's a beautiful, and
it
Belchertown's
is.
a great town to begin.
Absolutely. So yeah, so we've got that office and we've got Chicopee, the
Yeah.
main office on Grattan Street.
Good, good.
Yeah.
So step one in the buying process is for the whole mortgage. Before we even begin looking at houses,
Yes.
every buyer's agent will tell you, they'll ask, are you pre-approved? Are you pre-approved? So step one out there, everybody, is the pre-approval process. So Shannon's giving me direction.
Move over a little
Move
bit.
over a little. Okay.
Good.
So talk to us about the pre-approval. What does that mean for everybody out there?
So let's talk about that for a second because it does mean a few different things. So pre-approvals in the way of yesteryear is a little different than it is today. Today we call it actually pre-qualification. So there's two distinct things. A pre-qualification is a member comes in, applies for a mortgage, they fill out the 1003, the application. We take them for their word of what they put on paper is going to be accurate to what they bring in, pay
Right.
stubs, W-2s, deposits, bank statements. So we issue a pre-qualification pretty much within 30 minutes right then and there.
Yeah.
A quick process, let them find a realtor to go see what range of house that they can qualify for. Pre-approval is a little more involved. Pre-approval is actually what we would consider now underwriting,
Okay.
where the members actually brought in their pay stubs, their W-2s, their bank statements, confirming what they put on the 1003 mortgage application. So verifying. So for us, the pre-qualification is great. Get somebody to come in. We know their credit. We know what they put on paper. Give them a house range of what they could qualify for,
Yeah.
and get them on the road with the realtor to go ahead. Now, really, it becomes up to them to submit the documentation to
Advance to the
let me
next
say
step.
accurately submit that documentation. Unfortunately, as you know in the business, it doesn't always happen that way, and it's unfortunate when it does. So it really comes down to the loan officer asking the right questions
Yes,
up front,
that's
probing,
huge.
making sure that they're really qualifying the individuals, and that they can produce the documents that they say they can produce. Because in the business, one thing could blow up the whole deal, and it's
know.
difficult for everybody. So, right, exactly. So, for us, it's one step in the process.
Yeah.
It's a long process.
It's a long process.
It is a long
And I
process.
think that what you said, Adam, was a lot of good aha moments, not for everybody out there just watching, beginning the first step, but for the realtors in the industry, especially all the HB realtors. We know that there's a difference between a pre-qual and a pre-approval.
Absolutely,
So,
huge
but
difference.
always, that's step one in the banking business, is getting that pre-qualification.
So let's talk about the additional steps.
No, wait a minute. Let's
No?
talk. No,
Okay.
Let's talk about the mortgages. Like, what does Alden have to offer for mortgages?
Okay, we want to jump right into mortgages.
Yeah.
Okay, so Alden offers every type of mortgage that you could possibly get. We have conventional mortgages. You could do FHA, you can do VA, you could do all these other type of mortgages. What we've done, and I've brought in my 26 years in the mortgage business, is Alden's actually got a proprietary product that we've got. It's an in-house portfolio loan.
This is what everybody out there wants to know. Adam.
Exactly. Exactly.
So he's got FHA, VA, traditional convention. Do you have mass housing?
I'm sure we can get it through
Okay.
a partner, through
Yeah.
an affiliate of ours. Yep.
Conventional, and I know that there's talk about the physician's loan that I keep talking about.
We've talked about that, yes, numerous times. Yep.
And so tell us about what everybody wants to know. Is this in-house product?
So yeah,
Listen up, realtors.
Really, this is it's a great product. Proud of it. I've worked with it in iterations of it over the years because as regulations change and compliance change, we've had to change the product with it. But it offers a lower down payment, 10% down, no PMI, expanded criteria. So what I mean by expanded criteria is their credit score. If the traditional 620, 640 out there, We could go a little bit lower. If traditional DTI, debt to income, for those of you that aren't familiar with that, out there is say 40, 41, 43% in that range, where FHA and some of those other Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac might build, we can do whatever we want. So I guess the point of the product is it really depends on the person. And for us, and it's something, we could have talked about later, is every borrower has a story. And we want to
love
hear,
this.
and we want to hear their story, and it's true.
It is. I know. That's why you're
absolutely-
sitting here.
It's absolutely
This
true.
is why HB and all this. I love this.
And this is why I've been successful. The staff, the employees, all the places that I've been at previously is, it's not about being in a box, fitting you in. Just go. We want to hear what happened. If you had problems in the past, we want to help you. We want to work with borrowers and get them into home ownership. And
I like that.
And at the end of the day,
I like that.
Right?
that's why we're here.
Yeah.
That's why we're in existence. And so not everybody's had a perfect life. People have had things that have happened to them. People have changed jobs for various reasons. You hear stories where you're in the middle of a process, they've changed job to better themselves, and they get turned down. That's not right.
We know.
That's not right. So
Can I get an amen on it?
So really, at the end of the day, and in a nutshell, it's a great product, and it's got a much lower rate. Even it's got generally a half a point less than
Than your traditional.
our traditional
Yeah.
fixed rate.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of great attributes about it. A lot of people that start off thinking they want the conventional wind up going into we call it the No Boundaries Plus mortgage.
And you keep that all in house, right?
They're all in-house. Every mortgage that we do, whether it's in-house or we wind up selling to Federal Home Loan Bank, Fannie Mae, we service everything, which is also important.
Yes, it's
You know,
huge. Keep it local, people.
Yeah.
Exactly. And if you go back and look at some of the original commercials I did when I first got here, that's what we talked about. Keeping it local, keeping everything here, servicing our member. So you're not bouncing around. One day it's in Florida, one day it's in California. Places get bought and sold, and you don't know where they're going to be. And that's important, especially when you run into problems. And people don't know when they're going to run into problems, and when they do, they don't know where to go.
They want to be able to go to
Here,
their
they
banker.
can
yes.
walk right in the lobby, talk to somebody, pick up the phone, email, whatever their various method of communication might be. They can come in, and at the end of the day, we have a small knit, great staff, committed to helping members. And at the end of the day, if there's a problem, I'm right there. I mean, you picked.
Oh, I know.
I respond right away. We're problem solvers, and I'm right there. I'm not in some ivory tower thinking that I'm right there in the trenches with everybody.
I think
it's important.
I think you've more than answered one of my questions. Was going to be what separates Alden from everybody else, all the other lenders. And for me, you don't even need to expound anymore on, because you nailed it with everybody has a story. We want home ownership. And what better than here we all are selling homes one relationship at a time, and our banker is giving mortgages one mortgage at a time.
Right, and we're here to help. And I'll expand on a little bit. Is everything we do. It's about the brand. It's about Alden. It's about who we are, who we want to be, what we want our members to feel. When you walk into a branch, I mean, you've walked in. I don't know if any of you have walked in, but it's different. It's different.
Yeah, everybody. Okay,
It's
everybody's-
comfortable.
It's practically Cheers.
It's
Right?
Whoa,
Without
Mark.
Well,
I love you, Mark. The closest thing we could get to with the fishing stories and everything
I love
else.
it.
But you walk in, it's just different. I call it the mystique.
yeah.
We just have a different air presence.
You
And I-
say
and I call it-
Mystique, I'll say je ne sais quoi. We just have the je ne sais quoi.
Exactly.
Oui, oui.
Exactly.
Wee wee.
Where?
So wait a minute. Nani, where is that fun stuff that your grandson made?
ceviche?
Yeah, where is
Ceviche
that?
right there.
It's right in front of you.
And we need to try this.
It's on Adam's
Oh,
plate.
wait, I got this
No,
right
that's
here.
not the ceviche. That's the
Right here.
ceviche.
Oh, well, did I get
No,
one?
no, that's the ceviche. Adam has it.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's on a tostada.
Do we want to share? Is that allowed?
This is another opportunity.
Is this allowed? I don't know. What is-
Manager, we have one.
What does the crowd say?
Let us know how that
I want
tastes,
to see you
Adam.
guys
sure?
take a bite of each side at the same time.
You try it and let us
I
know.
just wanted to
I
say
don't know
the word.
anything.
It's shrimp.
Obviously, we need a stage manager.
Oh.
Oh,
You're
No,
I'm
no, for
shut
you.
off.
Shut off.
how is it? Fabulous. Thank you, Nani.
Hey, Tyler.
Thank you,
you,
Tyler. Shannon, do
It's
we
so
have any
good. Thank you
questions
very
out
much.
there
It's
from
phenomenal.
anybody?
We do not. We have Valerie Powers who says hi, Ray.
Oh, Valley
Hi,
Powers from
Valerie.
Maine. Hi, Val.
Can't believe
How are
you spilled
you?
your
I know, there's a thing right there. It's
And then
missing.
Jennifer Festino says yes, cheers.
Yay,
Jen!
cheers.
Hey, Jennifer.
How about studio audience? Are we missing anything? Realtors, are we missing any mortgage questions that you would want your
Yes,
buyers
I
to
have a
know?
question.
Okay.
Right now, with how crazy things are with the real estate market,
Yep.
what is the average turnaround time from application to closing, do you think?
That's a phenomenal question. I was going to get to that before Ray cut me off at some point.
Well, the food is important
No,
too. Adam.
even before that, when we were going to go into the underwriting, you said, no, let's talk about the
Yeah.
mortgage programs you have. So the short answer is
Depends on the client.
That's true.
it depends on a lot of things, but we'll say 60 days is normal. We've done them in 30 in a rush. If your clients, our members, have all their documentation in, and let me
key.
answer the question
That's key.
this way, because as part of getting back to the mortgage process, because it's a very important process and borrowers need to know and realtors need to know it too,
right.
because
Manage
sometimes
expectations.
they don't know. There's a lot involved. So once the application is done, you start looking for a house. Once you get the signed P&S, it's not over and done at that point.
Oh, well,
It's
Right?
just-
the ball's
Right.
in your court.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, because you've been with me
Yeah.
on some of these. So let's talk. So you've got the appraisal. Appraisers were backed up.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them you couldn't get out for 2 or 3 weeks or even longer. Some of that's we've seen is cleared up. Inspections. Do I want to? Should we
Don't go
put
into
salt
inspections.
on the?
Don't
No.
talk about
Stay in your
9-2.
lane. We're bringing an inspector in.
I was told we can't tell
in your
that.
lane.
I have a story, but I was told we
Stay
can't.
in
We,
your
we can't
lane.
talk about
We're
that
not
for
talking
another,
about that.
either later or another time. But it is part of the process.
Yeah.
Okay. You've got processing, then underwriting. You've got title company, and you've got attorneys. So title work depends on the area. Connecticut, I've heard stories up to 2 months it's taken to get
my God.
title searches back. Hampshire County, you can get done in 2 or 3 days. Hamden, couple of weeks. So it really depends upon the area, what's going on. So then, once the documentation comes in, most people like to piecemeal in one piece at a time. So processing has to compile it, do what they do, get everything ordered.
But that's a huge piece right there from the lender and the realtors, because if you know the lenders well, which is important,
Yep.
which is why we keep it local. Why I can text Adam, I can text Kim, I can text somebody at Alden and so that they know Bob Smith is not sending in documents, because the realtors, that's really where we'll come in and I'm like, Bob, what is it that we're waiting for? And so things happen faster when the lenders and the realtors know each other.
It's like everything in life. It's all about communication.
And
Yeah.
relationships.
You've got to communicate and have the relationship, and the realtor should be communicating with the borrower, the lender should be communicating with the realtor and the borrowers. A lot of times people get busy and things don't get communicated, and that's part of the locum, part of our process is, I have the processing staff or the loan officers reach out to the borrowers every couple of days. Even if it's just a simple, hey, we ordered the appraisal, expect a phone call so you can answer, so you can get that scheduled right away. you know, the inspection. We're still waiting for, you know, verification of funds,
Yeah.
whatever it might be. So, you know, the whole thing, it's really about, as you said earlier, it's about that whole relationship, communication, working together. Everybody working together, it makes the process go much smoother, and that's also the title company and the attorneys too.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
is.
They're
Yeah.
a huge part, and you know, regulations, compliance has not made it easy on our jobs. They've changed. Now you've got the closing disclosures. You know, you've got to redisclose. Are you gonna bite something? You gonna take something?
I'm trying Tyler's
So
thing.
there's
Just going.
there's just so much involved, and if something doesn't go right in the process, you've got to start all over. The clock starts all again. And I don't think a lot of people understand that. Is we're probably one of the highest regulated, you know, industries out there, and it gets worse instead of better. You know, it got better for a little bit, then it got really bad, and it got better, and now it's, you know, it's tough. So,
I feel
Patience.
we're getting too close to
Patience.
politics.
yes.
Would you
So-
tell everybody when they come to get pre-approved exactly what they need? How many pay stubs they got to bring in?
They
How
do.
many?
Oh,
like,
they're told.
They're given a checklist. They're given a
They are
checklist. They
given
are
a-
told
okay.
they're
You
given a
can have a
checklist.
copy of that.
At Alden, they're given a checklist.
all right.
I can't
because
speak
usually
for
tell,
everybody,
like,
but I'm going to
people,
say
like, what they
most
need,
places.
But a lot of people don't understand what they need, and if you're gonna
So
go
that
for a
would be
house,
that would be the realtors. Like,
Right.
did you get your checklist from the
Exactly.
lender?
But I
So
always
put that
tell
back on the
people.
realtor also.
Yeah, but
Right.
also I always tell people what they need. But a lot of people don't understand if they're going to start looking for a house. Don't throw those pay stubs away.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't, you know,
Mhm. There's a
you know,
huge education piece.
Exactly.
There is,
Exactly.
absolutely.
With that all said, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank my live studio audience. I want to thank everything. Any questions coming in?
No
We're going to
questions.
keep this short. I wanted to make the point that if there's any first-time home buyers out there watching this or will be watching this, you might want to check with your lenders or the city if you're getting grant money, and ask them if HB's video session will qualify for their first-time home buyer class, because we're going to tell you everything you need to know in about 10 minutes instead of 4 weeks. So check with your lenders in the city if we qualify. This is all loading up to YouTube. With that said, au revoir, Babe. Let Manunk know.
We do have a question.
Oh, we have a
Oh,
question.
wait.
Hold on, Babe. What's the question? Hurry.
Where would someone start for first-time home buyers? When is it too early to start?
It's never too early.
Never too early. From the banker
Yep.
and the realtor.
Yep.
Because if there's repairs that need to be made to your credit or your credit score or anything, you want to have that conversation with your lender so that we can get you in a timeline, a realistic timeline on when everything will be ready.
Walk into Alden, ask to speak to a mortgage loan officer. If you don't have time, you can go online, apply online. Somebody will call you back, schedule a time to talk on the phone. The process is so easy now. So simple, so easy, and as Ray say, stay local.
Stay local. Any other further questions, comments, or concerns, we can get you in touch with Alden. If you're ready to buy or list your home, you can click on to hbrealestate.net and then check out all of our fabulous realtors, because they all have gorgeous profiles up there now, and click and send them questions. Au revoir, Babe. Let Manunk know how many followers we have on YouTube. Thank you, everybody.